everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Conversations with the one and only J-Man. Your morning will never be the same. Here we go.
You've been trying to find something that you think I like, and that's alright. But honestly, I just need you with me. You can give rep yourself. I don't need nothing else. You and me at my place, vibing by the fireplace, or under that mistletoe, kissing you, arms round your waist. I don't need something crazy. All I need is you, baby. Decorated with a bow on it. You, baby, that's don't go spending money. I don't need a thing. I just want you here, right here with me. Baby, just relax, have a little drink, and just enjoy these Christmas trees.
Christmas trees. Ooh, just right. Blow out the candlelights. Whether you've been naughty or nice, I'm about to change your life. 'Tis the season. You're the reason. All I'm needing. Sleigh bells ringing. We don't need no one else.
You and me at my place, vibing by the fireplace, or under that mistletoe, kissing you, arms round your waist. I don't need something crazy. All I need is you, baby. Decorated with a bow on it. You, baby, that's don't go spending money. I don't need a thing. I don't need it. I just want you here, right here with me. Baby, just relax, have a little drink, just enjoy, and just enjoy these Christmas trees. Christmas trees. Don't go spending money. I don't need a thing. All I need is you. I just want you here, right here with me. Baby, just relax, have a little drink, and just enjoy these Christmas trees. Christmas trees with me.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. You're listening to Coffee and Conversation with your boy J-Mad on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on, even Alexa. That's right, Alexa can make it do what it do. Shout out to everyone that's on today. Shout out to, let me check the chat room. There's no one in the chat room right now. Good morning to those that are listening live and those that are listening that will listen on demand. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We will not be on air Thursday. But I do appreciate you all. Hope that you all have a great Thanksgiving in this holiday season. As this holiday season kick off, we start with Thanksgiving. Make sure you have a great Thanksgiving. Be safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Go love on your family. Love on your family. Love on your family. I want to talk about this morning. The other day, I was sitting and we was talking. A lot of us was talking, and one of the common denominator in the conversation was about peace. Having peace. To me, there's only one way to say this. And it's no matter where you are in life, no matter what you're doing in life, maintain your peace. where you are, what you're doing, what's going on in your life, make sure you are maintaining your peace. The problem or the obstacle in getting and maintaining peace is literally ourselves, because peace is something that is within. It doesn't come from anything outside of you. It doesn't come for peace doesn't come from the money in the bank. Peace doesn't come from the relationship you're in. The peace doesn't come from the house you're living in. Peace doesn't come from the job you have. Those are different things that may enhance your peace. But peace is something that you have to deal with and grow inside of you. It's something that you're going to have to. Peace is something that you hold, you cultivate, you water, you grow, you nurture inside of you. When we make the statement, that took my peace, he took my peace, she took my peace. They literally didn't take it. You gave it to them. That's something. Peace is something you have to give away. Peace is something. Your peace is something that you literally have to say, here, I will exchange that for my peace. I would take whatever you bring in, whatever negative energy, whatever negative situation that's coming, I'm going to exchange that for my peace. I remember this scene, the movie Shawshank Redemption. I remember this one particular scene in that movie where he had finally got the money for the library, and they sent books and albums and things like that, and he ended up playing an opera song over the intercom that played throughout the prison. He ended up getting locked up into solitary, and when he finally got out, the guys was joking him, and made a statement, something to the effect that, was it worth playing that music? And he was like, it sure was. He said, I had it with me the whole time. And they was like, well, they let you take the record player down in the solitary confinement. He was like, no, it's in, and he pointed to his heart. He said it's on the inside. That's something. Peace is something you can't. No one can come and take it away. Yes, you have things that come and challenge your peace, but it cannot take it away. You have to give it away. It's something that's on the inside. Many times we find ourselves in difficult conversations, in difficult situations, and problems arise, issues in our relationships, problems on our job, problems with our finances. Those things are going to come. And by knowing those things are going to come, the objective is in our lives, ladies and gentlemen, is to find peace within yourself, is to live a life, a stressless life, a life where I may want steak today. I'm the week. I just want steak sometimes, but I don't have the money to buy a steak. So I have to settle for fish, or I may have to settle for chicken, or heck, I may have to settle for bologna sandwich. The fact that you want a steak so bad should not interfere with your peace that you have, your peace of mind that you have. It shouldn't. I remember I often talk about times where finances used to be my thing that interrupted my peace. I would stress out. I would lose it. But today, I don't care what my finances are looking like. I don't care what my finances are looking like. I am so happy. So happy that when I come up against financial issues, I sit back and say, well, I had an issue that came up this week, late last week to this week. And I was like, man, I don't know how I'm going to pay this. I don't know how I'm going to do this. And then I said, well, it'll work itself out. And I went on about my days. I didn't stress about it. I didn't think about it. Every time I passed this notice, I looked at it. I said, it'll get paid. Looked at it again. It'll get paid. And went on about my day. And sure enough, about the third or fourth day come around, it got paid. I wasn't stressing about it. My hair, I was getting ready to say my hair didn't fall out, but I'm bald, so I did not have to. When you have that type of peace on the inside of you, it is a true blessing. Good morning, Wanda. Thank you so much for being on. It is a true blessing. You don't know what it feels like when people are talking about you, when people are treating you a certain type of way. Your peace within yourself should not waver. If you're able to look at, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this part there. If you're able to look in the mirror and your life is truthful to, and you're truthful to that person you see in the mirror, let me tell you something. Your peace starts there. Being honest with the person in the mirror. So no matter what people say about you, no matter what situation comes your way, no matter what health issues may come your way, and the list goes on and on and on about things that's going to come your way, it should not touch your peace. It should not touch your peace. Because that's something on the inside. That's something that, so if you say, I don't have peace, then that's something that you look in the mirror at. That's something you look within. You can't correct your situation and think that you're going to find peace. You could be in a bad relationship and you're saying that bad relationship is the thing that has adjusted your peace. No, I've said that. I used to say that person took my peace. But when I got out of that relationship, I still didn't have peace. It wasn't until I got in front of a mirror and looked at myself and was honest with myself and learned how to say, okay, Jason, this is where you are. You're not loving on you the right way. You're not talking good about you the right way. So if you're treating yourself, and watch this, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to please understand this. Just because other people are not treating you the way you want to be treated, or you feel that you should be treated, that should not take away from your peace. How other people treat you and feel about you or respond to you should not take away your peace. That just means that they don't know how to, or they're not supposed to be in your circle. That's all it means. Learn to adjust. Learn to move on. Learn the art of what Bishop T.D. Jakes said. Learn the art of saying no. I learned the art of saying no. I've learned the art of saying goodbye, and I learned the art of saying okay. What is the okay? You this, you that, you that. Okay. You think you this, or you think you that. Okay. I'm not bothered by what outside. I know me. I'm still a small guy, small frame guy. I'm heavier than I was when I was in high school and things like that. But I'm still relatively a small frame guy. And people would pick at me on about my size. And I started, this should be a good analogy here. I started wearing baggier clothes that didn't fit. And I would put on I put on a pair of shorts underneath. Or I put on an extra t-shirt underneath my other t-shirt to make it seem like I'm bigger. In other words, I started weighing myself down. I started putting more weight on me to please other folks. It wasn't until my early 40s, and as I get ready to turn 50 in a week now, it wasn't until my early 40s that I came to a realization that I'm wearing all of these baggy clothes and I'm putting on all of this weight underneath the clothes just to make other people look at me a certain way. When I don't like what I look like, when I look what I feel other people wanted. When I was pleasing other folks and they were happy with me, when I was pleasing people in ministry, when I was pleasing people on my job, when I was pleasing those people when I was in the military, when I was trying to please family members, when I was trying to please friends and organizations, at the end of the day, I was not happy with me because I was not really being me. I was lying to them and then coming home and lying to myself and being stuck with the reality of, Jason, that's not who you are. It wasn't until I got to a place in life where I said, you know what? I am going to look in the mirror and I am going to say, Jason, take the weight off. Don't concern yourself about what other. Yes, you may, Jason, your boundaries may be this. You may want to be treated like this. They're not treating you like this, and they're not saying this to you. And Jason, it has to be okay. It has to be okay, Jason, that you just the outside of Jason, everything on the outside of Jason has nothing to do with my peace. I had to learn to cultivate the peace on the inside of me. I had to fortify the peace that's on the inside of me, because your peace will be challenged. I don't care how deep you are. I don't care how saved you are. I don't care how much of a motivational speaker you are. I don't care what type of preacher you are. I don't care what type of leader you are. I don't care where you are. Your peace is going to be challenged. And just because when your peace get challenged, you get to say, here, you give your peace away. That's the only way you lose peace. You give it away. You give your peace away. But when you realize, I know me, your peace won't go away. Does that mean because I know people with a whole bunch of money that's not at peace. So money doesn't bring you peace. I know people that's in good relationships, but they're not at peace. I know people that have wonderful jobs, but they don't have peace. I know people that have great houses and cars and tangible things, but they don't have peace. Those things don't give you peace. They may enhance, like I said earlier, it may enhance the type of peace you have. I am a person that live literally on a budget. I live on a budget. And I can't go too far out of my budget. I live on a retirement settlement, my retirement. And I'm not looking for an extra job. And there are days that I want to do something. And I can't. That's why I find a whole bunch of stuff to do for free. Whenever you learn what peace is on the inside of you, whenever you learn where it is, where it comes from, how to obtain it, how to cultivate it, because first you have, in order to get peace, you're going to have to cultivate the stuff that's on the inside of you. As long as you're not dealing with the things on the inside of you, about you. I was watching one of the girls from Escape sing, Lord Deliver Me, because all they seem to do is, all they seem to do is hurt me. But the song says, the real song says, Lord Deliver Me, because all I seem to do is hurt me. And under the comments, everybody was saying what I was thinking. Girl, you need to look on the inside of you. You're blaming all of those people. You keep saying they when it's actually you. Peace, you don't have peace because it's something on the inside of you. Because like I said earlier, life is going to bring you all kinds of things. It's going to put it on your doorstep. You cannot dodge things coming to you. You cannot dodge situations coming to you. You cannot dodge people acting a monkey because you don't control them. You don't control situations. You don't control what's on the outside. The only thing you control is you. And peace, ladies and gentlemen, and this just came to my spirit. Peace is really, this is how you know you have peace. It is your response to outside things. Peace is really, the way you measure your peace is when things come, how do you respond? When you respond the wrong way, stop for a moment and look in the mirror. Why am I responding this way? I had a debate on social media the other day because I had posted a thing, and I ended up making this statement. I said, first of all, it was a joke. It was just a comedic joke. But now ask yourself, why did this thing offend you so much? Because the situation that I posted, or the joke that I posted, had nothing to do with the individuals that talking, because it was made up characters. But because you felt some way about it, you started coming off all negative. Now ask yourself, why did that disturb you so much? That's an opportunity to, to look in the mirror and judge yourself, to look in the mirror and correct yourself, to look in the mirror. I like the word cultivate. I love the word cultivate when I'm talking about things like this. Cultivating something is. I grew up on a farm in Macon, a plot of land that had gardens, and the first thing we had to do every season, every planting season or sowing season, we had to cultivate the ground. The way we cultivated the ground, the first thing we had to do is break up the ground. We had to look at the plot of land and said, this is what I want to grow here. And in order to do it, I got to break up this ground. After I break up the ground, now I have to literally walk the field and start pulling weeds and roots and grass and different stuff up to make sure it's just clear dirt. It's the same way with our peace. When we're trying to cultivate peace within ourselves, we have to break up the hard ground on the inside of us. And then once we break it up, breaking up the hard ground is first, you have to realize, look, I got something on the inside of me that don't need to be. And when I check out what don't need to be, I could turn around and say, hey, Jackie, good to see you. Thank you so much for being on. When you break up the ground, that's you saying, I want something better for myself here. But there's something standing in the way. In other words, I have to admit that this ground is not ready to receive the seed that I want to put in. So now you have to look at yourself. I got to break up this. I got to realize this, and I got to get this stuff. I got to pick all of this weed and this hate and this unforgiveness and this and this and take all of that and throw it away. And then you start planting your seed of peace within the inside of you. You have to. You have to. One of the things about life, God doesn't just snap his fingers and things happen. That's why I tell people peace. I prayed for peace one time. I said I'll never do it again. Because when you ask God for something, he's going to challenge you in that area. You want this? Here we go. If you want peace, God's going to bring you situations. God's going to give you problems to help you with your peace. We have to take one day at a time. This is why it's important to understand moments. This is why it's very, 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 very important to understand moments. When we live our lives outside of the moment that we're in, when we live on the outside of that moment, we don't get the lessons that is literally there for us to get. Because we rush past the moment. Like I said, when things come, I'm turning 40 and I'm turning 50 and I'm just now getting within the last couple of years to say, okay, these things are good. Because no matter, I after my last marriage, I got to a place where I had to find peace. And I realized I didn't have peace because I didn't have it on the inside. When I got to the place where I cleaned out everything and got to a place and I started saying, I don't care what that person think about me. Okay, that person, that's their opinion. If that's their opinion, you got to laugh because that's why I came up with the phrase that I use all the time. I don't tell grown people what to do. I don't tell grown people what to do. I don't tell grown people how to feel. I don't tell grown people where to go. I can tell you what not to do based on my life experience, but I can't tell you what to do. I can tell you if you do this, this is going to happen. But peace, When I finally got peace, do I get challenged? I keep telling y'all, your peace is going to get challenged every day. Your peace is going to get challenged all the time. But what happened is, it's based on your response. Peace, your level of peace can be measured by how you respond, how we respond. That's how you know you have real peace. That's how you know you have that thing that's on the inside of you. That there's a phrase they use now. I'm unbothered. That's peace. If there was ever a phrase that defines peace, it's that phrase they're using now. I'm unbothered. When you know you, when you know what's best for you, and that's how you get it. Matter of fact, Jackie tell me all the time, I know what's best for me. I know what I want for me. That's peace. That's peace. All right. I hope that this helped you all out. I hope that this helped you out. This conversation has helped you all out. I might do a part 2, not Thursday, but next Tuesday. You all have a great Thanksgiving. If you see your family, make sure you love on your family. Make sure you're loving on your family. Make sure you are. The pandemic should have taught us something about being close to your family. Enjoy your family as much as you can. I know that people got their own lives going on, but family should love on each other. Family should love on each other. All right, everyone. I hope you all have a good one. I'll see you all next week. I will not be on Thursday, so I will see you all next week, next Tuesday. Y'all be good, be great, and I'll see y'all on the flip side of this. All right, bye.
Chestnuts roasted on an open fire. Jack Frost